We're now joined by Montreal Canadiens assistant coach Luke Richardson. We'll start taking questions from Eric Engels.
Hi, Luke. How are the last few days for you? Just, kind of decompressing and getting yourself into the mode to prepare for the Stanley Cup Final.
Well, it's been very exciting times around here, and fast, which is great. It's the best time of year in hockey. So, it's a privilege to be here, and we're really enjoying the run. And I think that contagious feeling is just multiplying every day. And we just want to get back at the games and get into that next round in the finals. And it's really fun to see the players enjoy it.
Stu Cowan.
Morning, Luke. I'm just wondering what kind of a different challenge Tampa gives you guys, maybe compared to the other three teams you faced, and what gives you the most confidence that your team is up to that challenge?
Yeah, I think we've played some offensive-minded teams, and we've handled it well. So obviously this is maybe even another step higher in that offensive potency that they have. But, it's another team in the NHL, so we're just going to take the next step, just like any other team would be at this stage, and concentrate on what we do well, and obviously be very aware of what they do well, and alert on the ice at certain times with certain players, and focus right in on that. And but really, I think playing our game to the best of our ability will counter any team that we play right now.
Jean-François Chaumont.
Good morning, Luke. You're in the NHL since 87-88. You played way more than 1,000 games. How many times you've been dreaming about that day, having a chance of playing the Stanley Cup Final?
Well, I think anybody that loves the game of hockey, grew up playing the game of the hockey, you play road hockey and dream about this stage your whole life. So it's obviously an honor to be a part of this organization at this point. And I'm sure the players are all just feeling the same, and we're really proud of them and really excited for the players to see how much work you put in all year, and what they've put in the playoffs here, in the sacrifice, especially this year in bubble quarantining, and certain people separated from families and what have you. There's a lot of sacrifice this year, and it's great to see. I know what I'm feeling, so it's just multiplied for the players that are in that position.
Simon Olivier Lorange.
Your top four defensemen has been playing a lot, more than 23 minutes each, and more 25 plus for Ben and Shea. How do you feel they can handle? Do you feel actually they can handle even more in the final? Because it seems like maybe, do you think like they're stretched at the max, or they can give even more minutes?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's games that are really tight right to the end, where sometimes you have to maybe squeeze out some more out of them, and then there's games that'll go into overtime. So you got to expect that, in tight series and tight games. So I'm confident that they're big, strong guys that can handle big minutes, and sometimes they even get in that groove and they play even better and more alert on the ice. That's just the way the playoffs run. But every team has that. Their top defensemen play a lot of minutes, and if you look around the league, it's usually big guys that can handle that load. They can handle it physically. They have the endurance and the power. It's very unique. So when you have one or two of those guys, it's great. We have four, so that's even better.
Josh Clipperton.
Hey, Luke, your penalty kill has been obviously on an incredible run. Their power plays, second in the playoffs and firing on all cylinders. What, if anything, keeps you up at night when you think about their attack and how they set up?
Yeah, definitely dangerous. I think that'll be a team discipline thing, that we can't take penalties unless we're nullifying a scoring chance, or trying to play extra aggressive, and we get a hard hit that just happens to be a penalty. We'll take those, but the stick penalties laterally in the neutral zone and offensive zone we can't take. So that'll be the first concern for the whole team, or the first key. Penalty killing, the guys are playing great. They're playing confident. They're playing aggressive, and that's what we have to do. For them, they obviously have elite talent, and you can't just take one player away because then they'll pick you apart somewhere else. So we have to be alert in all situations. And, our guys are doing a great job. So we'll just give them the key points to focus on. And we'll do a lot of more of the same thing. We love to get up ice and disrupt things and try to play as aggressive as we can so the other team doesn't get set up. Once they're set up, then you have to kind of pull back and play very good structure on the inside and try and keep things to the outside for the goaltender.
Stephen Wino.
Hey, Luke, you had a cup of coffee with the Lightning. I'm curious what you make of kind of what you've seen of this organization grow and the success that the John Cooper's team has had recently, even just watching from afar as an assistant coach.
Yeah, no, they've been consistent, solid. They have a real high-end talent pool that, started way back when Steve Yzerman was there and built up that team, and they've done a great job of continuing to do that. They're a talented, high potent offensive team, but they're aggressive at the same time. They're not a shy team. They play physical. They have a great goaltender. So very well-rounded organization. So they've done a great job of somehow trying to keep that it's tough to do nowadays with keeping everybody once you win and contracts go up and you're in a salary cap era. But they somehow did it, and they are a solid team, and it's not just a 1 year off team. Like, they're a solid team built to win for a while. So we got to make sure that we're ready for that. And I believe we are. We're very confident right now, and we're a little different style of team than them. So it'll be a good contrast.
Jonathan Bernier.
Thank you, Sam. Good morning, Luke. How do you see the matchup between Carey and Vasilevsky, which are two goalies pretty similar in terms of stats and maybe status in the league?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think probably similar to the Winnipeg series when Carey's up against Hellebuck. They're big goalies. They're all Vezina style candidate goaltenders. Carey's just playing very confident, very big. He's just playing the way he can play. And he's really given our team the confidence to play how we can play in front of him. And just, anytime that we do have any kind of breakdowns, he's been there to make everybody feel confident and know that he's going to clean it up for us. And, I think I'm sure, Tampa's a very offensive team, and to play offensive, sometimes you do give up the odd big scoring chance. And Vasilevsky's obviously the same. He's been there to make big saves for them at the right times, and that's why they're here. So it'll be a fun matchup, and it'll be very entertaining.
Matt Larkin.
Hey, Luke, going into every series on paper, you guys have been listed as the underdog, and you've, of course, persevered. So I'm wondering, is that something that you guys try to weaponize, sort of using that mentality to get the chip on your shoulder, or is it more about not believing the idea that you're underdogs at all?
I guess maybe a bit of both. I think, we believe that we aren't the underdog. We're very confident in ourselves and what we've accomplished. And but in the same respect, it's fine. We've kind of tuned out the outside of the dressing room and let people say what they want to say. And I've heard the players say it. We don't even have to say it to the players. We hear them talking about it, and that's a great attitude to have. We don't really use it as a motivation to prove people wrong, but we're kind of like. You can kind of have a little bit of, an ignorance in you that you want to show people that we belong more than that they're wrong.
Luc Janina.
Thank you, Sam. Good morning, Luke. Lightning won the Cup last year. It's pretty much the same team this year. So how big is a factor this experience might be good for them compared to your team?
Yeah, I think, they have that experience, but I think Marc Bergevin has done a great job of bringing in Stanley Cup experience to this team. You look at all the players that have come in just even this year with Tyler Toffoli, Stanley Cup experience, and Joel Edmondson and Jake Allen and Corey Perry. It goes on and on. Even Michael Frolik's been here all year working his butt off and been a great support cast for us, and has Stanley Cup experience. And you go down the line. That's really been helpful to our team this year, and we want to use that, and I think we have. And maybe we didn't; all those players didn't win the cup last year, but maybe there's even more drive to get back there to win that cup, and they know this could be one of their last chances. So that's a good message to pass all around the dressing room.
We'll take 3 more for Coach Martin McGuire.
Good morning, Coach. What's the mood today?
Upbeat. Can't wait to get going. I think you get on that roll in the playoffs, and the feeling that you want to play. You just want to play. So we're excited. We'll have a quick practice today, a short meeting after, and get on a flight down to Tampa, and we'll start the process down there for the first 2 games. And it's excitement. We're feeling healthy and ready to go. So it's a great time of year to be in hockey.
John Lou.
Good morning, Luke. Just to back up a couple of answers ago, when you talked about your club believing that you're not the underdog, was that something, a mentality that was engendered right from the start of the playoffs, and who was responsible for kind of spearheading that attitude?
Yeah, I think Dom's done a great job here, and he's a positive guy. I'm not a big talker myself, and he's right to the point, and he's instilled that kind of the culture that we belong here. Believe in ourselves. We're not going to take no for an answer type of attitude. Did a great job. We have an internal little stats competition every game, and brought in Bob Gainey to talk to the guys. I know you guys have heard about that, and Bob Gainey's message was the same. Be proactive, study your opponent, take charge, and be a winner. And that's what we want to do, and that's what the guys have taken with and run with. And you can see the confidence that it's building in this dress room and within the team culture itself, let alone the organization and the coaching staff or management. It's just the players. It's great to see them taking charge and really taking advantage of maybe a once in a lifetime situation for themselves.
And last question, Arpin Basu.
Good morning, Luke. I've heard you've mentioned a couple of times just this morning calling Tampa Bay an offensive team. I've seen it written several times about your team that you're conservative, defensive. That's how it's been described. Would you agree with that assessment? And if not, how would you describe the style of your team?
Yeah, I think if you have to give a one-off description, I think you're correct, Arpon. I think obviously we can be offensive at times. Like we needed offense out of Phil Deneau's line, and he gave it to us at the right point. And I think that's the key. And I think to say Tampa's an offensive line, yeah, they're an offensive team. They very, very much are dangerous offensively, but they work hard and they back check and they play hard at times when they need to play hard and physical or defensive. So everybody to get to this point has to be an all-round competitive team 2 ways. But I think to be a description on how you're built, I would agree with. They're definitely a more potent offensive team, and we are a stingy, backtracking, hard defensive team.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you. Merci.